Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Tvameva Mata Cha Pitattvameva Tvameva Bandhusya Sakattvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravidam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Gurudeva Deva. Hari Om. We are doing the second chapter of the Ashtavakra Gita or Ashtavakra Samhita, and where sage Ashtavakra in the first chapter that we covered responded to the questions that were posed by Janaka Maharaj, and Katham Jnanam Apnoti, how do I get this knowledge that liberates me, and how do I get liberated, and how do I develop a dispassion so that the mind gets purified to gain this knowledge. So all the three questions are posed in the very first sloka, and since Janaka is already evolved soul, he goes directly into the basic foundation that I want to know the truth. And Ashtavakra recognizes the quality of the student, so he gives immediately what is to be known. There is no question of logical deductions and all that. It is directly saying the truth as what I call seeing a fruit in your hand. And after the teaching in the second chapter, the Janaka must have contemplated on the teaching and realized the beauty of the teaching, and recognizes that he is now free, he has realized, and he expresses his wonder about the truth. And that's what Krishna also says, Ascharyavat paschati kaschidena. Even seeing about it, once you realize it, it's a wonder. Wonder is that which intellect cannot explain. It's not logically explainable by the intellect, and that therefore you wonder. You don't know how it is and so on. In the same way, you wonder, how come I couldn't see it so direct and immediate? At the same time, I am completely misguided or having a misnotions about myself. And that's the teaching and the expression of Janaka of that wonder and outburst of his realization, and that's what we are going in terms of the second chapter. And we finished 17. Let's go over it. Bodhamatroham ajnanat aham ajnanat upadih kalpato maya upadih kalpito maya evam vimrusato nityam vimrusato nityam nirvikalpo stitir mama. Together, bodhamatroham ajnanat upadih kalpito maya evam vimrusato nityam nirvikalpo stitir mama. So bodhamatra, I am actually bodhamatra. My true nature is I am pure consciousness, and consciousness is limitless, because the scripture says prajnanam brahma. And if consciousness is limited, in fact, some of the acharyas interpret that existence is infinite, but in that there are sit, asit, and the two aspects. There is a conscious entities and as well as unconscious entities, and it's the totality, infinity, the Brahman is made up of both the matter and the jivas, and each jiva is anupramanat. It is in fact atomic size according to them. So there are many jivas, and there is a jiva bhinnatvam, jiva jagat bhinnatvam, and jiva ishwar bhinnatvam, and also jagat, within the jagat and jagat there is a bhinnatvam. And Obviously, the Ishvara and Jagat also Bhinnatvam, means they are different. So all those things are considered as a part of it, and in the Visishtadvaita, they consider Brahman is only one, as shown in the Vishwarupa. There is only one Brahman, is infinite, but in that Brahman, there are Sajaji, Vijati, Swagata Vedas. That means there are internal differences due to differences between the Jivas, Jagat and all that. Whereas Advaita says it is Ekam Eva Advitiyam. It's one without a second. When the scripture says Prajnanam Brahma, it means consciousness is infinite. So there cannot be two things, there cannot be anything other than consciousness. But if I see other than consciousness as we are seeing the world, then it is only Kalpita Matram. And that's what this sloka says. Bodha Matraha. I am in fact pure consciousness that is infinite. And because of Ajnanat, because of not knowing my true nature, that I am infinite, I take myself, I am a finite. Because of the ignorance of myself, I take what I am not as myself. Therefore, I take I am this. So, very statement I am this implies that I am ignorant of my own nature, because I cannot be this. I am a subject and this is an object. So, because of Ajnana, because of not knowing my true nature, I am projecting something other than my nature as I am. And therefore, Upadhihi Kalpito Maya. Because of this, whole universe is projected because of Upadhi. What Upadhi projected? It is the body, mind, intellect. It is the mind that projects something other than myself as I am. And therefore, that is a Kalpana. Kalpana means imagination. Just as when I imagine myself, I am different from the whole world that I created in my dream world. Because I create myself the whole world, because it is my own mind that is creating, but I entered into the whole world of my own creation as only one Jiva and separate from the rest of the universe and look at the whole universe of the world, dream world, and say it's different from me. So that's essentially Kalpitaha Maya. So Upadhi Kalpito Maya. So this whole, because of Ajnanat, because of not knowing who I am. In the case of a dreamer, not knowing I am a waker who is sleeping and projecting all that, not knowing, because there is an avarana that's covered. A dream subject doesn't know that I am a waker sleeping in a comfortable bed, but now I am running in the hot sun. So a contradictory experiences are there, because the one who is experiencing is a jiva in the dream world and doesn't recognize his true nature because it's blocked, as though that is because of the avarana. Nidra Shakti completely covers the avarana. And vikshepa, that means projection of what you are not, occurs because of vasana, suppressions and oppressions of the mind is projected based on the knowledge of creation. What I create is what I created in my dream, I should have knowledge of. You may think I am creating some strange things, but even those strange things, I should have knowledge, background. Without that, I cannot create. Same way, Upadhis Kalpito Maya. Evam Vimrusato Nityam. So this has to be contemplated until I realize that I am not this, I am pure Bodhamatraha, pure consciousness which exists. So consciousness existence which is infinite, so it is limitless, and therefore it is Ananda Swarupa. So I am Satchidananda Swarupam has to be recognized. So until you recognize, so Vimrusato Nityam, continuously contemplate, have the mind, everything else is false, so there is nothing to worry about the false. Contemplate on the truth, but the false cannot be falsified unless I know the truth. So, evam mursato nityam nirvikalpo stitir mama. My real nature is, after contemplating, I recognize that my real nature is nirvikalpaha. Nirvikalpaha is no vikalpa. It means no projection of anything at all. That people call it a samadhi, but it is a clear understanding. Any projection is not real, and that itself is a knowledge. Even though I see creation, now I recognize that that is not really real, but it is my own vibhuti only. So this is the statement in the 17th. We'll do now 18th sloka. Name bandhosti moksho va, name bandhosti moksho va, bhranti shanta nirashrayah, bhranti shanta nirashrayah, aho maistitam vishvam, aho maistitam vishvam, vastuto namaistitam, vastuto namaistitam. So together, name bandhosti moksho va, bhrantihi shanta nirashrayah, aho maistitam vishvam, vastuto namaistitam. So first look at the first line. Name bandhosti. In reality, once I say I was never bound. So I cannot become a freedom if the bondage is real. If the bondage is real, then I can say I need to be free. So if you are alone in the room, and if somebody locks you, then you worried about it because you are locked in. Because you yourself close the door because you don't want any disturbance, then you are free even though you are alone in the house. Same way, I am all alone in the universe because I recognize that I am free all the time. So essentially, namo bandhosti mokshava, and neither there is a bondage nor even the freedom. So all this bondage and freedom, moksha, and the bondage are all also within the vyavahara only. From the paramarthika point, or from the absolute point, there is no bondage, there is no liberation also, because I am one without a second. I am pure existent consciousness, and that's what Taittiriya says. This is I am Jnanam and Anantam. That is essentially Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That is what I am. In fact, Taittiriya starts with the definition of Brahman, which is Swarupa Lakshanam, and then immediately, without even warning, switches to Atma. That means there is not difference between Atma and Brahman. It says Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, and then says that Yatova Ima, the Atmeva, the Imane Bhutane Jayante. So from Atma only this whole thing created. Where did leaving Atma and leaving Brahman there? Because there is no difference between Atma and Brahman. So Name bandhosti, once I realize that I am free, because only when I take myself I am this body, then that is the bondage. My notion that I am the body is bondage. Why I have a notion? Because I don't know myself. Once I know myself, then I have no more notion. Notion means false understanding. So Name bandhosti mokshava. So therefore, why am I seeking liberation? So for me, there is no liberation also. This is what Shankaracharya talks about in the Namoha, no Bandha, no Sishyaha, no Guru, and Chidananda Rupaha, Shivoham, Nirvana Shatakam. So in that, the whole thing is essentially states, and that's what essentially comes from this also. Name bandhosti mokshova bhrantihi. Everything else is only, all the bondage and the liberation are both are delusion only. And shanta nirashrayaha. I am all this bhranti, the bhrantihi shanta. Bhranti has ended because I was deluded. And now I understand that it was a wrong notion. Once you have a wrong notion, then immediately you drop it out. So therefore, bhrantihi shanta and nirashrayaha. So it is without any ashram, without any support, there cannot be any bondage, because any false requires a truth as support. Because I cannot have something false. So even though the snake is false, but it needs a truth, which is a rope as a support. Without a rope, there cannot be snake there. So rope is the truth behind it, and the snake is the adhyasa, a superimposition. It's not that there is a snake on top of rope. Snake is seen as a rope is seen as a snake because I do not know the true nature of the object. So I project out of fear a snake because I have partial attributes that it is 5 feet long and it is soft when I stepped on it, and it's lying on the alley, and those are partial attributes which applies for both the snake and the rope, and light is not sufficiently bright enough for me to see clearly that it is indeed a rope and not a snake. So therefore partial attributes make me project that it is a snake. So snake came from my mind because I have this samskara, or I have the knowledge of the snake from the past that I am projecting here. So same way, Shanta Nirashrayaha, when there is no ashramam for the Bhranti, when there is no support for the Bhranti, and the Bhranti cannot stay. If I am seeing a ghost where there is a post, even though there may not be any real ghost, but because I have some stories imagined, so I am seeing that a ghost where there is a post, but what is there is only post. But once I have clear vision, what happens to the ghost? It went away wherever it came from. So there is no more bhanti because there is no support. The support for that is because of ignorance of the post. Ignorance of my own true nature, there is a support for it as a false identification. So Shanta Nirashrayaha. Aho mais stidam vishvam. So aho, the whole universe is in me. Now once I recognize that I am Brahman, and Brahman is infinite, so where is the universe is? Universe has to be in the Brahman only. If it is not outside the Brahman cannot be infinite. So that's why Purnamada Purnamidam. So Purnamada Purnamidam is universe is infinite, and it has to be supported by the Brahman who is infinite, because there cannot be two infinities. Therefore the Brahman as though appears as the universe. So I am that Brahman, therefore I am the one who is supporting the whole universe itself. My stidam vishvam. And next he says, Vastuto namai stitam. And in fact, truth is, I am not really supporting anything. Don't say that I am supporting and don't blame me for that, because even the whole universe is not really real. How can I support? If something is support, if it is real, I can support. But if there is no the reality to it, then it's only apparent support only. So therefore, this is how Janaka is now, out of excitement and realization of this true nature, it pours out his understanding. We'll do now 19. Sasariramidam vishvam, sasariramidam vishvam, nakinchiditi nischitam, nakinchiditi nischitam, suddha chinmatra atmacha, suddha chinmatra atmacha, tat kasmin kalpanadhuna, tat kasmin kalpanadhuna. Together. Sasariramidam vishvam nakinchiditi nischitam suddha chinmatra atmacha tat kasmin kalpanadhuna. So sasariram idam vishvam. So with this, all this body and the entire universe, vishwamidam nakinchiditi nischitam is iti. Nakinchiditi, there is no reality of substance for all this. Means the universe, including the Sariram, and I have been catering for the Sariram, it's hungry, it's sleepy, it's tired, it's not. From birth to death, I have been going on pampering my body. And it says, Sasariram, I am not, the whole body itself is not real. And idam vishwam, and the whole universe is also not real. Don't think that universe is real and my body is unreal. Body and universe together are on the same order of reality. So my body, my intellect, and the universe that I perceive and interact with the body, my intellect, both are of the same level of reality, called ontologically of the same order of reality. And therefore, when I say I am not this body, I am not this world is also not real. So sasairam idam vishwam nakinchidati nakinchiditi nischitam. So there is no kinchid, even not even a speck is not there. So that's why udaramantaram kuride atasasya bhayam bhavati. So in the Taittiriya Upanishad it says even a speck of difference can contribute to the suffering. And ditiyado bhayam bhavati. Only the fear comes from the second. When there is no second, because I am infinite, there cannot be anything other than myself, and everything is only my kalpana, then there cannot be real fear also. Suddha Chaitanya Matram Atmacha. So the whole universe, including my body and the whole Jagat itself is Mithya. And Suddha Chaitanya Chinmatram Atmacha. The self that I am is Suddha Chin, the Chinmatram. It is the pure consciousness alone and nothing else other than that. Tat Kasmin Kalpanaduna. And whatever is only imagination on top of that only. So on pure consciousness, as though there is an imagination of the world. It is as though Gandharva Pattanam. It's like an imaginary world, the Gandharva's creation story, or the whole buildings are only imagination. So that's essentially the statement here. So Janaka continues, 20. Sariram Swarga Narakau, Sariram Swarga Narakau, Bandha Mokshau Bhayam Tada, Bandha Mokshau Bhayam Tada, Kalpana Matrame Vaitatu, Kalpana Matrame Vaitatu, Kim me karyam sidatmanaha, Kim me karyam sidatmanaha. Together. Sariram Swarga Narakau, Bandha Mokshau Bhayam Tata, Kalpana Matrame Vaitadu, Kim me karyam sidatmanaha. Sariram Swarga Narakau. So Sariram the body, Swarga the heavens, Narakau the hell, and Moksha, as you read in the last chapter, last sloka, the heavens and the freedoms and all that. So all 9 yards, everything else is Bandha Moksha Bhayam Tata, and the Bandham, Moksham, Bhayam Tata. Similarly, the bondage as well as the liberation, Moksha. Bhayam, the fear, and freedom from fear also. So Tata, just like everything else is nothing but Kalpana Matrameva Etatu. So it's like all that is nothing but is Kalpana Matram. It's only imagination of person sitting there and dreaming all sorts of things only, daydreaming, and that's Kalpana Matram. Kim me karyam Sidatmanaha. So what purpose of this Sidatmanaha? For the one who is of the pure consciousness that I am, what good is that? I can project it for fun, for entertainment, but you may get tired of this. Life after life after life, you are going through this entertainment, not knowing it is entertainment and taking it as real, you are suffering it. You may enjoy the rest of this life at least as a knowing very well it is only a kalpana. You can enjoy the tamasha for some more time, but you have to give up everything is because there is no kim me karyam chidatmana. It has no purpose itself other than, Lord Krishna calls it vibhuti, my glory. I cannot but project, therefore I am projecting. Therefore it becomes a lila vibhuti. And divya vibhuti, the highest one that is even, is the more than this is only one padam, whereas the other one is 3/4. The one means more than this. And that's what essentially implication here. We'll do one more sloka, 21. Aho jana samuhepi, aho jana samuhepi, nadvaitam pasyato mama, nadvaitam pasyato mama, aranyamiva samruttam, aranyamiva samruttam, kvaratim karananyaham, karavanyaham, kvaratim karavanyaham. Together. Aho jana samuhepi, nadvaitam pasyato mama, aranyamiva samruttam, kvimratim karavanyaham. So, aho, we say wonder my Jan. So, he is still expressing his wonder. Jana samuhepi, even when I am in the middle of janam, janam is people, even when I am in the crowds. So, jana samuhepi, even in the crowds api, na dvaitam pasyataha mama. I am not seeing plurality at all. Means I am recognizing that everything is only Advaitam only. I pervade this everything, because when I say even when I am in the Jana Samoham, even when there is a crowd, how do you know if there is a crowd if I don't see them? So I am seeing at the same time, I am seeing beyond that also. So this is what a vision of a jnani is. So aho jana samuhepi nadvaitam pasyato mama. So I am seeing the nadvaitam pasyati. I am not seeing really a duality or plurality. I am seeing as though they are there, but they are not really there. That means my understanding from that vision, from that knowledge, it is not really there. It's like a magic show that you go and you see all sorts of on the stage, and the fellow is cutting right through into two parts, a beautiful girl that is there, and afterwards he brings them together again. All that is only imagination, and for you it is a fun. And you wonder, if you don't know the truth, then it's really how is he able to do it? But if you know the truth, then you won't even enjoy it. So that is for entertainment. Here, if once you have an entry, once you know the truth, then you can really enjoy. Otherwise, you will be suffering, because you take this samsara is real, and therefore you think it is goes on and on. So jana samuhepi na dvaitam pasyato mama. I am not seeing the dvaitam in spite of my at the BMI level, at the body mind intellect level, I am seeing jana samoham. There is a crowd there, but I am not seeing any crowd, because I pervade everything, and I pervade from my point, from the absolute truth point. There is nothing. They are all only imaginations. Aranyam iva samruttam. Aranyam, like a forest. So if I like forest, kvaratim karavanyaham. So it is like a forest. I am taking people go to long forest to be free from the crowds. So because last sloka was about crowds. So in the same sloka in the first line, jana samoham. So for a change, I am going into the forest, but even forest I am only enjoying free from everything else. But kvaratim karavanyaham, towards what I feel attachment to anything at all. So when I am going in the forest where there is all sorts of things are there, but going after and after, there is no fear nor attachment. So there is a story of Tapovanchi Maharaj. So he used to like the loneliness and the aloneness rather than aloneness. So he wanted to be alone. So he used to walk from one forest to other forest. And people warn him, there are a lot of gundas there in the forest, and they will attack you if you go there. He says, what can they attack? I don't have anything. I don't possess anything. And what can they attack? Let them attack and find out that I don't have anything else. So he was walking. In fact, Gundas came there, and finding that he doesn't have anything and he's a real Swami, they ended up feeding him also. So the Mahatmas, they enjoy freedom, but karating karavanyaham. So towards what I have any rati. Rati here is towards what I have attachments. So I am going in this aranyam of the life now. I am going in aranyam of the life. There are tigers, there are snakes, and there are foxes, all sorts of people I have to go through, but I have nothing to fear. So neither I have an attachment nor fear, because I know they are only apparent and not really real. So in that case, I can enjoy the beauty of as though they are placed as there for a decoration. So that's essentially the understanding of a jnani. So he goes around, moves around in this Maharanyam, in the forest of the life itself, without getting attached. So this is a teaching for us, where we will be living day after life as long as the body, mind, and intellect is alive. One has to live. You don't commit suicide just because I am a jnani. Therefore, even though I am none of this, even though it is mithya, I don't end it. I don't need to end it, because it's only mithya anyway. So very recognition of mithya is sufficient, and let it go through whatever the destiny has assigned for that body, because the body, my intellect, is a product of the destiny. So it has to go as per whatever the destiny demands, and whatever that comes, then let the body, my intellect enjoy, because of whatever is coming is due to prarabdha. If body, mind, intellect suffers, let it suffers. It's also due to prarabdha. So all this drama can go on as though you can stand apart and watch the drama on the stage, where it can be tragedy or comedy. Both are for entertainment only. So no attachments to anything. You can behave as though you are attached. It's not that you don't have to say, I am not attached to anything. You can play the game of life knowing very well it's only a game. Then only you can play. So with that, we'll stop and continue afterwards. We come back. We'll stop here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.